So here it says there's no connection, and look how stupid they are. They just said in the first line that there's no connection between what is legal and not legal if she because of her age, which means if you marry an infant, you can, but don't enjoy the infant in sex. This is what they're saying. They are not saying you cannot marry an infant. They are saying you can marry an infant, but sexual enjoyment you should not do. And we're talking about infant. Imagine how filthy they are. How in the world those people are discussing sex with infant if they are not pervert? Why even this is a topic to discuss? Unless you are a sick bastard. Are you with me? Why in the world even they are questioning if we can do that or not? Unless you are a pervert. Even animals will not do that. You see animals, dogs, cats, they sniff the female to see if she is mature. This is why they sniff each other. When dogs, they sniff a dog, they sniff their butt. By sniffing there, they can find their age, their, even their food, what they ate. This is the conversation between them. Is a smell. So when a male dog, he sniff a female, he sniff her to see if she is in the heat, she is, she is ready. You don't go after little puppy. Even dogs are better than you. In fact, asking such a question is a proof that Islam is a religion of a pervert. A normal human being will not even think about such a question for a second. Why I want to think about it? How even this question come to my mind? That will not happen unless you are a pervert. We know that Aisha, many years after marrying Muhammad, she's still playing with toys. Let us see together. Hmm. Muhammad, he opened the curtain on Aisha. He found her playing with some Barbies, the old style Barbies. Muhammad, he said to her, "What is this?" She said, "Those my daughters." They are what? They are my daughters. So imagine the state of Aisha when she is already the wife of Muhammad for many years, not yesterday. This is not when Aisha got married. This is many years after. They did not translate the hadith. Look. There's no translation. No translation. It's gone. Let us see different place. Uh-huh. The translation is false. It doesn't say dolls. It doesn't say dolls. She's calling her dolls daughters, girls. بالبنات. The messenger, he married me when I was 6, and he effed me when he like he did the effing when I was 9, and I used to play with the dolls. The Muslim translation. صحيح. What else? Are we done? No. Aisha, she is playing with the dolls. She called them my daughters. And when Muhammad he enter, she have her friends, and all of them they hide because they're little kids. They run like, oh, you know, like, you know, it's that somebody old is coming here. Let us hide and seek. And then Muhammad called them back, says, come back, play with her. Come back, come back. And you are talking that your prophet and your religion are not approving you to be a pedophile? Look how many hadith. All of those. Even Aisha, she used to play with boys. Why she is allowed to play with boys? Huh? The Muslim did not translate the hadith. Look, there's no translation. They do it on purpose, by the way. They avoid anything will be bad. كنت ألعب مع الصبيان. I used to play with the boys, little boys. And when Muhammad he came, I did hide from him. Little child. And they are saying, no, you know, you are lying about us. We know the Quran very well. You do? You coward? Breastfeeding for adult? If we go to the Shia books, we will find the same garbage. Shia, Sunni doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In fact, all the Muslim Sunni, the majority of them agree that marrying a child, even if she is 1 day old, is, we showed you that already. You know, I don't know if you have a good memory or not. We showed you that already. You can marry her, even if she's an infant. What the Sunnis say, we don't agree with the Shia that we should enjoy sexually the infant. And the Muslim, the Sunni, they say, you can give the daughter, your daughter, to the man who marry her as soon as she is ready to be effed. So you like you think about it. Is she ready? Does she look like she can take it? Send her. Ibn Qudama said, it is possible to if a little one, and that depend in her situation and ability to handle it. And he said, and that can be for little one, she can handle it, and maybe older, she cannot handle it. This is Ibn Qudama saying the possibility of intercourse with the little girl is considered based in her condition and her ability to tolerate it. No age. Age does not exist. 5, 6, 7, 2. It doesn't matter. If your daughter she have a lot of beef, you know, the new husband he can F her. And this potato, he claimed that Islam does not teach so. Are we lying? This is your garbage in front of you. All what they are saying is depend if she can fit to be ifed. And this is what Mimi Hijab said in the video. If she physically fit to be ifed, you if her.
They never had puberty before. You can't go around that. The Quran doesn't say anywhere in the Quran that the woman has to be pubescent. I dare you to find one verse in the Quran where it says you're not allowed to marry someone based on harm, or you're not allowed to have sexual intercourse based on harm, or you're not allowed to marry someone based on puberty. Get me one verse in the Quran which says the woman has to be pubescent. You know, in the Quran it says حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمْ أُمَّهَاتُكُمْ. It says you're not allowed to marry your mum. It says you're not allowed to marry your sister, your auntie. Where does it say you're not allowed to marry a prepubescent? I'm looking for...
By the way, this is false. The Quran says you cannot marry your daughter, true, but this is still false at the same time. You can. There is exception. If you go in the Quran where it says وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصِهْرًا, chapter 25, verse number 54. And we go and read the interpretation for the verse. Right away, in a few seconds, we will find that a Muslim man, he can if his daughter, if she is a daughter from wedlock, not from marriage, which means from fornication. He can. It's not forbidden for a Muslim to if his daughter and the mother of his daughter. Are we lying, Muslims? No, we are not. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tafsir al-Qurtubi. You can see it in front of your eyes. Al-Qurtubi. And this is the interpretation for chapter 25, verse 54. And here it says it clearly, Allah, He acknowledged relationship by marriage. Every Muslim agree that if somebody have a child, a daughter or a girl, from that marriage, that person, that child who is born, is not to be acknowledged to be a child of the father, period. He cannot carry the name of the father. He cannot take his inheritance. He cannot be called his son. And here you see how the justice of Islam work. So the father, he if a woman, the woman, she bear a son or a daughter for him, and now neither the son, neither the father, neither the daughter can carry their father name. Look how filthy this religion is. Allah acknowledged only the relationship only by marriage. Ibn al-Arabi said, Nasab, which means lineage, is only by mixing the water of the man and the water of the men of the women by shara, which means by Islamic law, according to the Quran or even hadith. Anything else, there is no lineage.
Ibn al-Arabi said, lineage is the mixing of water between the male and female according to Islamic law.
So what if there is a relationship without marriage? Huh? Let us translate and read carefully. A Muslim can if his own daughter.
If it was due to disobedience, then it was an absolute creation and not a confirmed lineage. Therefore, his daughter from fornication is not included under his statement. Your mothers and your daughters are forbidden to you, because she is not his daughter according to the more correct of the two opinions of our scholars and the more correct of the two opinions in religion. If it is not a lineage according to the Sharia, then there is no marriage according to the Sharia. So fornication does not prohibit the daughter of a mother or the mother of a daughter. What is forbidden from what is permissible is not forbidden from what is forbidden,
See?
because Allah has bestowed the favor of lineage and marriage upon His servants and raised their status, and has made the rulings of what is permissible and what is forbidden dependent on them, so falsehood does not attach to them or equal them.
So your daughter from fornication is not to be considered your daughter according to Islam. Therefore, she is not under the Quran saying it's forbidden for you, your mothers and your daughters. She is not included. Do you see it? Your daughter from fornication is not included under the statement of the Quran. Your mother and your daughters are forbidden to you. Why? Because she is not his daughter according to the most accurate opinion of Islam. Can you be more pervert than this? You want the link? Okay, here we go. No problem. How disgusting. This Abdul was talking about what is disgusting and what is not disgusting. A follower of a pervert religion. And then the Muslims, I can give more reference, by the way, about the sexual appetite of the pervert Muhammad. Police be upon him. And then they go and they say to you, well, do you know that their Bible says that, Rebecca, she married at the age of 3? We die laughing at you. The idea of the Muslims is the following. What about we make someone else beside Muhammad the pervert? Huh? And then Muhammad will not be the only pervert in the image, in the TV station. Let us find another pervert. So let us make it clear to you Muslims. If it's true that Isaac, he married Rebecca at the age of 3, that means a pervert like your prophet. That will not save the ass of your prophet. Your prophet is a pervert, and there's no question about it. However, you potato, all the calculation you make about Rebecca is absolutely false. Why? Because you claim that the minute Rebecca was born is the minute when she was when Abraham heard about her. That's false. And then you assume that when she went to him, she was 3 years old. Where nowhere in the Bible it says that. In fact, I have your friends, the guy who the Muslims support all the time to weave a singer, he will give you a screwdriver in your anus. This is your friend. Even to refute Muslim about anything they say, he support them. So Muslim, this is the guy you trust. You trust a donkey you get. Go.
problem, and that is the word for virgin isn't there. Do not believe people who say the word alma means a virgin. It isn't true. In fact, in Proverbs 30, it's talking about an adulterous woman who's very much not a virgin. Alma means a young woman, a young.
What? So what alama is? Alama is a young woman. How the Bible describe Rebecca? As an alama. We have a word there describe her. Not a child, but as a young woman according to your favorite Antichrist rabbi. Alama.